Hello, I'm Jake and welcome back to another video on my automotive channel. Today we have a special guest, Julien, with his Lancia Fulvia. So what we're going to do in this video is take a look at it, get some shots of it running, and then hopefully go for a quick drive in it.
Okay, so here we have a 1971 Series 2 Lancia Fulvia 1.3S that has now been transformed into HF specification. So this car started life back in 71 with the steel bonnet, boot and doors, regular glass in the windows. It's all plexiglass now. It's a total lightweight car, magnesium wheels. I use it, as you can see by the brake dust on the wheels. It's fresh back from a hill climb on the weekend at Bromyard Speed Festival. It really is. It's a tribute to my late father, who was team principal for Jolly Club GB from 1968 until 1973. And myself and my brother, French Phil, we used to go to school in one of these every day. And back in 1971, our dad did the 1971 Daily Mirror RAC Rally. And here we are right now. We are stood in the Forest of Dean, and 55 years ago, in the end of November, you would have had loads of rally cars just going round. But most of all, you had about 12 of these, including the works cars, the Jolly Club cars, and a couple of privateers ragging around the Forest of Dean, leaving behind the smell of the iconic Castrol R. I still put Castrol R in this car today. And those of a certain age come up to me afterwards and go, "Were you running Castrol R?" Because it's a very distinctive smell, Jake. I don't know whether you've come across it. You might be a bit young, but you'll smell it in a minute. It's one of those things. So this is now fully spec'd up, rally spec, 9-inch spots on the top, 7 inches on the bottom. And a little bit of trivia for you. These lamp brackets, because you can't get original ones for Lancia Fulvia anymore, these are actually Mark 1 Ford Escort. And if you observe the front, the slam panel, it's very, very similar to the Mark 1 Ford Escort. So Philippe in France, a little bit of persuasion, that's where they are, Mark 1 Ford Escort. It's a tuned 1300 that is running on the most beautiful Weber 40 DCOEs. And when you look at that, that is what we would call automotive porn, if we're allowed to say that, Jake. It's just one of those things. You look at it, you know. I mean, I work for a Volkswagen Audi group specialist, and all we ever see is the big piece of plastic that says TDI, TFSI. So when you get to see something like this, it is very much different. It's a front wheel drive, okay, like the Minis were back on the Monte Carlo, front wheel drive, 5-speed gearbox, but it's a 5-speed dog leg box, okay? So you've got reverse where you would think first is. You only use first when you first take off, and then you've got a quick shift from second, third, fourth, five, very quick box. And even though it's 54 years old, it surprises a lot of modern stuff. It's one of those cars, it's a little bit, and it always puts a smile on my face, you know? You know, we've done the Alps, we've done so much stuff with it. It's just a great car. You know, for you, Jake, who's a Renault guy, back in the day, this was neck and neck with the Alpine. Yeah. Okay. So they were on the same rally events, you know, and it was, but Lancia, this was the car that gave them their first World Rally Championship in 1970, and then Lancia then went on as a company to have 10 World Rally Championships, the most of any make. So we've tributed this to the 1971 Daily Mirror RAC Rally, which back in 1971 was a 5-day event, night and day. The cars were driving non-stop with very little rest, and it was a proper event. Now, sadly, we live in a world of health and safety, and it's not permitted to run events like that anymore. So here you can see, that's my father's car from the 1971 Daily Mirror RAC Rally. This Milano plate here is the plate that you will see here on the firewall. Okay, so my dad still comes with me wherever I go. And another little bit of trivia, this one here was my first Fulvia HF, and you see the mirror there on the front wing. That mirror, I sold this car in 2015, and then I noticed that the guy that now is the custodian of it had removed the mirror, and I messaged him, and that mirror we refitted 42 years after we fitted it the first time. So I like a little bit of history, you know. It's having grown up with these cars. And after the 71 Daily Mirror RAC rally, which was at the end of November, so we then come back, it's into early December, the run down to Christmas. It was what they did at primary school called show and tell. So kids would bring in all sorts of weird and wonderful things. We got the old man to bring in Lancia Fulvia rally car into the playground and rev those carburetors like you've never seen. Today, I'd get locked up. Greta would come and get myself and Jake. So here we are. It's prepared for 1970 spec rallying. So even though it's got Sparco seats, they're not as period as I would have liked, but they do the job for what I predominantly do now, which is hill climbs. We've got a map light, we've got the cage in the back, firewall, fire extinguisher. It's all there. Everything is, you know, people say Italian cars aren't reliable. This car, I've done, in 3 years, I've done, what have I done? Yeah, 20,000 odd kilometers in the 3 years, using it on weekends. And we've taken it to Europe over the Alps and all sorts, and it's been absolutely reliable as.
Definitely no slouch. Okay, there we go. Julien's just took me out in the Fulvia and it's been absolutely outstanding. Hopefully the microphone picked up the lovely sound. Unfortunately you can't pick up the sound, the smell of the car, but it smells absolutely lovely running on that Castrol. But yeah, I mean, what a great car. It's definitely a very powerful animal. I don't know if my 500 has got to keep up with it, but we'll see. Probably in the, well, not even in the corners, is it?
No, sadly not.
No, unfortunately not. But no, thank you very much for that. And I know I've been nagging you for a while to get a video done on it. So hopefully next time we can get a video with the yellow one as well. I forget his name, but it'd be nice to have both of you have some nice rally shots, sideways shots.
Yeah. But I mean, blasting up there was quite entertaining, and blasting down.
Yeah. Well, you haven't been up here, have you, before?
No. I know where it is.
Don't go too far because it comes out on the main road at the top. But yeah, we're in the middle of the forest. It's great.
And doesn't it look great with all the dirt on it now?
Yeah.
I mean,
a lovely dirty.
No
car.
show queen.
Well, cars should be used.
It looks like it's just come off a rally stage.
The thing is, if they're kept in the garage over the winter and that's when they get the problems.
Absolutely.
And then when you come to get them out,
use it or lose it.
Yeah.
Is my motto. I'm glad it put a smile on your face, Jake, because
any Italian car does.
You know, and when I told you how I was chasing my mate's 911, and I know you're a Porsche man as well, deep down a little bit. And me and French Phil, we were like tailing that 3.8 Carrera, and all he saw was those lamps coming up behind him.
Hopefully he ain't watching this.
Oh, he will be. He will be.
You'll be sending it in tonight.
He will be.
Well, there we have it. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more on this car, do let me know. And yeah, hopefully some more special cars coming very soon. And hopefully an update coming on my 1970 classic Fiat 500 very soon. Thanks for watching, and bye until next time.